welcome to the campus of Livingston Academy. Tonight's contest between your Livingston Academy Wildcats and the Tullahoma High School Lady Wildcats. Rest at this time, everyone. A freshman, number 3, Harper McShay. A freshman, number 2, Faith Vincent. Goalie, she's a junior, number 1, Claire Fogarty. Head coach, Richie Chadwick. Assistant coach, Logan Grizzard. Head coach, Heather Marshall. Assistant coach, Brooke Sales, Michael Sales. A senior, number 2, Clark Officer. A junior, number 4, Ella Copeland. A sophomore, number 6, Tara Hines. A senior, number 7, Jasmine West. A junior, number 8, Taryn Childers. A senior, number 12, Sienna Milligan. A junior, number 13, Mallory Lindsay. A sophomore, number 18, Katie Beeson. A sophomore, number 21, Lauren Story. A freshman, number 71, Sage Howard. And your keeper of the goal, a junior, number 11, Lady Bowler.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into Livingston Academy's Lady Wildcats soccer field tonight as the Livingston Academy Lady Wildcats move into the region round of play. Here on Overton Events, happy to have you with us. Craig Cantrell along with Phil Marshall. And Phil, just a big win on last Thursday night for Livingston as they defeated DeKalb County 7-0 in a game that was stopped at about the 13.5-minute mark by DeKalb County. Just said no moss, and the Lady Wildcats win that region championship the district championship for the fourth consecutive year to move into this region opening round, and a big test here with Tullahoma coming in tonight. And Livingston Academy, the Lady Wildcats, with a different starting lineup again tonight, as they're going to start Sage Howard for Livingston Academy, and they've had to really shuffle things around after that injury to Selah Howard. They are getting some injured people back as Sage had been injured earlier in the season. Karen Childers coming back, so this team is still kind of taking shape as to what's going to be as this postseason continues to go along. Karen Childers. Yep, Tullahoma comes in 12-2-2 on the season. One senior, four juniors. Very young soccer team coming here to Livingston Academy. Livingston comes in 10-3-2 on the season. The Lady Wildcats will start this one off as Copeland going to make a long pass headed away, though, by Tullahoma. There to try to run it down is going to be West over on the far side, but can't get to it, and Tullahoma will keep control as they'll kick it out of bounds. And now a throw in coming that goes off Livingston, so Tullahoma to play it in quickly, and you already see Tullahoma very aggressive coming out of the box as they are going to look to attack Livingston Academy here in the early going. Tullahoma looking to attack here as they quickly move it downfield, but Katie Beeson coming over to knock it away from Tullahoma is making that run downfield for the Lady Wildcats from Tullahoma was McLean Bobo there for Tullahoma. Now a throw in for Bobo over on that far side as she'll play it toward Livingston goal, headed away there by Copeland as she had a goal off a header on Thursday night against DeKalb County. Here's a long shot by Tullahoma, but it bounces wide to the right as they miss wide to the right. And while we get this one started, what about the difference a few nights makes? It was about 70 when they played in that district championship. Tonight it's about 50 as we get this one started. Midfield by Tullahoma's Avery Sisk there for Tullahoma, but they'll lose it out of bounds, but it'll go off to Livingston. A throw in here for Tullahoma as they'll play it in right in front of the third official over on the far side. As they, anytime you're in postseason, they have mid official and the two on the sides, and that really changes things from what you get used to in the regular season, doesn't it?
It really does. You have a better angle on what you're watching. It's hard to really ref soccer with the two-man crew. I've done it. I've done a three-man. I've done a two-man. You just don't have the angle, and when you have the linesman on the side, they're really watching that offside. They'll move up and down and stay with that second to last player. If they're paying attention, that's where they should be. This young man right in front of us is lined up right where he needs to be, and he'll rotate with whoever the last defender is, second to the last defender is for Livingston Academy. Plus, it gives you that angle. And actually, there's actually a fourth official. There's one on the side over there. He's covered up a little bit on the yellow, so he's probably keeping track of substitutions. He may be keeping track of time. And then plus, if you have to replace one, you've got a fourth one already here.
Tullahoma plays that one out of bounds. A throw in here for Sienna Milligan, one of the 4 senior players for the Lady Wildcats, as Milligan plays this one over on the far side, trying to go to Lindsay. Lindsay had a hat trick on Thursday night in the district championship, scoring 3 goals, the offensive MVP in District 7AA in the season. They try to hit Bobo on that throw in, knocked away though by Bobo and out of bounds. So a throw in here for Lauren Story for the Lady Wildcats.
Yeah, and so far we've had the ball on both sides of the field. I see it looks like a defensive battle at this point. We're pretty much playing top of the box on each end. The ball really hasn't got inside the 16-yard goal box on either end. So good ball movement down the sides, and I think the teams are trying to feel each other out.
Howard will go to Hines now on the offensive end for the Lady Wildcats. Tara tries to work it back to Howard. This one headed up in the air by Officer, but it'll go off Beeson and out of bounds. Is Bobo going to hustle over here to get a quick throw in to try to take advantage of that long play upfield, and that's a good entry pass, but it's going to be knocked away by Story there for the Lady Wildcats, and Hines will control it.
That's a good step up by Lauren Story back there. That ball would have definitely gone through, and there was nobody over there. Good defensive play.
Long play here by Sisk, taking it to Bobo over on that far side. No, that is not Bobo. That is number 11 over there, having it taken away by Story for the Lady Wildcats as Story takes it away from Brinley Duncan. Now it'll be Lindsay with the long pass ahead, trying to go to Childers, knocked away though by Tullahoma. Childers will get it back. Childers working against the double team, goes through the middle of it. Childers works it on the right side, being bodied up there. Taryn will back it back out now and play it off of Tullahoma. It'll bounce up in the air where Hines will get to it for the Lady Wildcats. Hines now to West. West has that one go off a defender, and Tullahoma will run it down on the far side as they'll play it near midfield. And a long pass ahead, headed up in the air by Livingston Story back on the defensive end, but Tullahoma will get control of it. Then Beeson will come in to take it away for the Lady Wildcats. Now West trying to make the pass upfield, but Tullahoma knocks it away, and it'll bounce right back to Hines, though. Hines now to Childers. Childers looking to work in the midfield. Now we'll go to West. West, long pass ahead to Lindsay, headed up in the air by a defender. Lindsay will get to it. Lindsay will take the shot. It was high over the crossbar as Lindsay had gotten behind that defender, and she knows she had a good chance there, just couldn't get that one to settle in the back of the net.
Yeah, boy, she gave that one a ride, didn't she? Caught the back of the catch fence back behind the field there. So a good ball movement by Livingston Academy, moving around up and down. There we go. Messing with sound over here. Good ball movement there by Livingston Academy on the front end. Looks like we're moving the ball really well, passing the ball really well, keeping it down, controlling it. Tullahoma's also doing that when they have possession of the ball. So let's see how Livingston's offense matches up with the defense of Tullahoma. I think that's where the game's going to be.
I think right there we saw a little bit of the cool temperature right there because Sienna Milligan with that header usually doesn't affect her, and you can see that one kind of moved her head a little bit in an awkward way because I think the cold air, when it's colder, it's a much heavier ball, and you got to be a little more careful on those header attempts.
Yeah, heavier ball and a harder ball. You know, you don't have that much give to it. I think it would sting a little bit more. I don't really want to get out there and do that, Craig.
Tullahoma to throw it in with Bobo on the far side to play it in. Tries to go to the far post. It's played away by Livingston.
Nice.
Milligan will make the pass out, trying to go to Childers, but Tullahoma takes it right back in and headed up in the air by Milligan, then played off a header there by Story, but then a shot going to be taken by Tullahoma, bounces off the crossbar. It's still alive there in the box for the Lady Wildcats from Tullahoma, but headed up in the air by Copeland as they bounce it around inside that 18-yard box. Beeson going to knock that shot attempt away. They'll take another. It goes right to Lainey Bowers, though, to make that stop as the shot taken by Bobo as she moved into the middle of the field to take that one, and it's going to be a stop there for Lainey Bowers, but that's a lot of activity right in front of the goal, and that bouncing up and down, that's kind of got to worry you if you're a head coach over there.
Yeah, a lot of two really good shots there by Tullahoma, back-to-back, just 15 seconds apart. The first one caught that top bar. Hey, we'll take all the help we can get on that bar, left and right and all across the top. Then Laney Bauer stepping in to watch it. So we talk about that. You always have to watch about that top foot or two of that goal because it's really hard to defend when it gets that really high. And that both those goals were fairly high into the goal.
Childers looking to work for the Lady Wildcats, but it's knocked away on a good defensive play there by Gracie Martin for Tullahoma there to knock it away. Childers now will make the long pass ahead. It's going to be knocked away by Boley. Played right back to Milligan. Milligan works it now to Hines. Now to Childers. Childers right the midfield stripe, and she's going to be taken down by Gracie Martin there for Tullahoma. A foul going to be called on Martin and a penalty kick here for Ella Copeland.
You know, she tried to get in and do a slide tackle, which is okay if you get the ball and not the player. Actually, if you get the ball first, it's okay, and then you can take the player. But you can't do it from behind. Kind of like in football, it would be like clipping and trying to prevent that injury from coming up from behind somebody.
Hines will take the shot with the left foot for the Lady Wildcats, and the goalie, Claire Fogarty, going to get her first action for Tullahoma as Fogarty will come out to play that one. Let's tell you the head coaches for these two teams. First of all, for Tullahoma, their head coach is Richie Chadwick. He's assisted by Lakin Grizzard, and the Lady Wildcats are coached by first-year head coach Heather Marshall. She's assisted by Brooke Sales and Michael Sales. I was talking to Coach Chadwick before the game. He said he's had 2 stints at Tullahoma as the girls' soccer coach. The first time, one of his players was his assistant coach, Lakin Grizzard, so she came back to help him now as a assistant coach for him here on his second stint at Tullahoma. Copeland with the pass ahead, trying to go to Sage Howard. Can't get the ball there, though, as Tullahoma will take it away. They'll make the pass going through the middle as the Lady Wildcats from Tullahoma will get control, knocked down by Milligan there in the middle of the field. Tullahoma controls it on the far side. Bobo, quick move to the left foot. Story sticking right with her over on that far side. Bobo will take the shot, but Bowers is right there for the Lady Wildcats to make the play. Pretty good look by Bobo going to that post, trying to maybe get a little help from it on a bounce, but Bowers played it before it got there.
Really good shot, and that's a tough angle to defend when it comes in like that. It's a tough shot to make because the face of your goal shuts down on you so much. Livingston Academy with a run to the other end.
West with it on the far end for the Lady Wildcats as Jasmine controls on that far side. It'll be knocked out of bounds by Tullahoma, so a throw in here for Jasmine West to play it in for the Lady Wildcats. West looking for someone to throw in. Finally tries to go to Childers. Double team there, knocked away by Chambly for Tullahoma, but it bounces right to Milligan. Now with control is going to be the Lady Wildcats. Long pass going toward this near side by Lindsay, and Fogarty will come out to make the play well away from the goal, but a long pass there by the Lady Wildcats almost got Sage Howard. There's a steal now by Hines. Hines taking a little contact there, and Tullahoma will take it back as those two get a little physical. We got really physical down in Baxter at the last game with DeKalb County, so Livingston's gotten used to that physical play with the last 2 games with DeKalb and Watertown.
I think we saw, 4 yellow cards on Thursday night down at Upperman at the Baxter location playing DeKalb County. I think 1 against Livingston Academy, 3 against DeKalb County, and I think that's why the coach just pulled the plug and said, we're done. We'll give it to you at 7-0. We don't need to get anybody hurt because they knew they had a game tonight too, as we have a foul against Livingston Academy.
I was watching through the binoculars. It must have happened away from it. Tullahoma was asking for it, and they got the call. And Tullahoma with the penalty kick here will have this one played away by West. Tullahoma now with a long pass ahead as they try to work it down that left side to Bobo again. Bobo just goes right into the side of Lauren Story, takes her down, and now a whistle going to stop play. And just a little too much contact there as Bobo just went for, you talked about going for the ball first. She went player first that time and gets the foul.
Yeah, that'll get you every time.
We want to say thank you to Wascon Incorporated for paying our TWSAA broadcast rights fees to make it possible for us to be able to bring this one to you live here on Overton Events as that one bounces off West. And now a whistle going to stop play.
It's a handball.
Handball on Tullahoma. If you're watching us on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube page. If you're watching us on Facebook, give us a follow. Share our videos on Facebook. Help us continue to grow our channels. We appreciate everyone that helps us grow here on Overton Events. This Story makes the pass to the offensive field. Tullahoma going to play it away as gain control there in the middle of the field is going to be Faith Vincent. Vincent now to Bobo. Bobo has it knocked away by Copeland. Here to chase it down is going to be Martin. Martin, quick move to the left foot. Martin now will make the pass over on the far side. Is there to try to get to it is going to be Vincent there for Tullahoma. They'll play it back long. We talked about Tullahoma being very young. Their only senior is number 10, Lindsey Garcia. They've got 4 juniors. Everybody else freshmen and sophomores for the Tullahoma soccer team. Pass ahead here on this near side to Sisk.
Playing really well as a young team as we looked at that roster before we sat down. And sometimes you just can't go off age. Sometimes you'll have these freshmen coming in, and they'll start as freshmen and have a lot of talent before they get to the high school arena. Did very well in middle school. And, yeah, very, very much a young team, but they're doing very well right now. Very evenly matched up game right now.
Kaylee Pryor checking in for Livingston. She'll come in to replace Taryn Childers. So Childers played the first almost 14 minutes of the first half. Now throw in here for Bobo as she'll switch sides of the field to throw it in. Goes in the box, headed away by Copeland. Bounces out to this near side, knocked away there. They battle for it. Bobo will spin away from Pryor to get control. Bobo makes the pass in the middle to Vincent, going right back to Bobo. It gets through her. Milligan with the pass now to Sage Howard, kicked away there by Chambly, and it's going to be a whistle and a penalty going to be called on Tullahoma as it'll be a free kick here for Livingston.
Yeah, they kind of took Sage Howard out on that play.
Ella Copeland to take this free kick. Taking her time here to set it up. Line drive here going to be played away by Tullahoma. Is playing that one Chambly. Livingston will get it back, though, with Milligan in the offensive field to Lindsay, who has it go off a defender and out of bounds. So a quick throw in here for the Lady Wildcats as Milligan going to step out and take it. One thing I do like about tournament play, they've got ball people on each side to get to it quickly where you can get that throw in quickly, and the players don't have to worry about chasing it down.
And that's really good because with the fence, a lot of times it ends up on the other side of the fence, and then you're looking for a ball, and meanwhile that clock is still going and nothing's happening. So a lot of help from these young men and young women over here shagging balls for us.
Yeah, if you're the one on that far side, though, you don't like it too much right then. He had to sprint about 40 yards as they switched ends of the field on him. Livingston with the throw in. Howard has it knocked away. Lindsay will get control, tries to go in the middle to Pryor, can't get it to her. Hines will make a quick move around the defender to work it to the left side of the field. Hines trying to go ahead to Pryor. Kaylee will try to chase it down and can't get to it before it gets out of bounds. So a throw in here for Tullahoma as they'll take it quickly, trying to not let Livingston get set up. And Tullahoma with control, but that one gets through and rolls right to Lindsay. Lindsay now to West, breaking on the far side. That's a good defensive play right there by Tullahoma. That's number 11. Just hustling downfield to get to it. Brindley Duncan with the good speed there to get to the ball.
I guess they figured the throw in, we moved too far down the field. Stopped it, making us rethrow the ball in on the far side.
Throw in here for Livingston as it will be Mallory Lindsay to take this one. Lindsay faked one way, comes back the other to Milligan. Milligan going to Hines. Tullahoma will kick it away, and Lindsay will throw it in again. No, it'll be Milligan stepping out to throw in this time for Livingston.
Good throw.
Headed away by Tullahoma. Goes off Milligan out of bounds, so a throw in here for Tullahoma. Livingston won 7-0 their district championship to send DeKalb County on the road to Franklin County. You talked about them. Franklin County got the win in penalty kicks against Tullahoma. They were tied 0-0 after double overtime after playing 2 10-minute overtime frames. Then Franklin County won 4-3 in penalty kicks. So that's a tough way to lose, isn't it? To have to go on the road to Livingston and just know you're that close in a 4-3 penalty kick loss.
Yeah, when we get into tournament play, you cannot end in a tie. Livingston Academy's had 2 ties this year. They're 3-2 and 10-3-2, so 10 wins, 3 losses, 2 ties. So you could tie during the regular season, but when it gets down to tournament play, somebody has to advance. So if we get all the way down, like that game did, 0-0 in regulation, single overtime, double overtime, still tied down, then they go to a shootout. It gets really exciting, but Part of you doesn't want to get that far. It's like, let's just put this away in regulation time.
Harper McShay takes the penalty kick. Bauer's going to come out and play it for the Lady Wildcats as Laney will play that one. And I think she's had more action in this first 18 minutes than she's had in most of the games that the Lady Wildcats have seen this last few weeks.
Yeah, definitely. And good to get her moving early. You don't want her standing back there for 30 minutes or something like that and then all of a sudden get a wild shot and she's just not warm and kind of stale and sedentary in her spot. So it's good to get her moving around, get her handling the ball, kick it back out, throw it back out, direct her defense in front of her. Everybody get kind of synced in. Looks like we got the first corner kick of the game.
Yeah, Clark Officer knocks it away from Caitlin Ballard and out of bounds. So the corner kick here by Alexis Chambly for Tullahoma to take it on this near side for the Lady Wildcats as she'll take it with the right foot. Trying to play it with a lot of people in the box. She plays it right at the top of the box, and Copeland will be there to knock it away. Play down there by Hines. Hines with the long pass ahead. It's going to stay in bounds for a minute, still rolling near the sideline, and Howard can't get to it before it just trickles over that chalk there and out of bounds. So a throw in here will go over the head of Chambly and be played away by Officer, but they're getting to it. It's going to be Sisk in the middle now. Beeson will play it out of there. Livingston will try to get control of it with Lindsay, but Tullahoma going to come away with it. That's a quick move over there by Tullahoma as they make the pass ahead. Story going to chase it down for the Lady Wildcats. She'll play it back up on the defensive end. Long pass ahead by West. West has it knocked away by Bowley back on the defensive side. Bowley then will have to go off the side of her foot, and Sage Howard going to have control for a moment, but then taken right back by Tullahoma, and they'll play it right back toward their goal.
There's one of those cases where the ball was passed back to the keeper. She could not pick it up. She had to play it with her feet. And we saw that the other night, and the keeper actually picked it up from, I believe it was DeKalb County.
Yep.
Might have been Watertown. The ref didn't call it. It should have been a foul against the keeper.
Story with the pass to Childers back in there for Livingston. Childers with that quick move to her left. Childers long pass ahead. That's got some spin on it as Sage Howard tries to run it down, but Tullahoma there to play it out of bounds, and that's that lone senior we talked about, Lindsey Garcia, to play it out. Now a throw in here going to Howard, but knocked out of bounds. No, it stays in bounds as Hines going to have it knocked away by a defender. It rolls back to Childers. Childers now moving to her left foot. Taryn will make a pass up top, trying to go to Howard, kicked away there by Tullahoma, and they'll play it back out, but Childers will get back to it for the Lady Wildcats. Childers backs it back out to Copeland. Copeland, nice. Long pass ahead. Hines will try to outrun the defender, but can't do so. It's just a little out of the reach of Hines trying to break to that one. Tullahoma, though, will kick it out of bounds, and a throw in here for Livingston as we're halfway through this first half. No score in this region semifinal here at Livingston Academy as Kaylee Pryor going to check back in for Livingston. Mallory Lindsay going to sit down for the Lady Wildcats.
Good rotation up front. Try to keep them fresh. That was a good rotation setup on that last one. We dropped it to Copeland there, did a drop pass to her, and she passed it ahead. That was really a good attempt to get that ball open and free on the front end. So Livingston Academy is going to have to keep some offensive numbers down here. Got a good defensive stand. You've got 4 or 5 going across the back for Tullahoma, and we've talked about that in the past. We played, I think it was DeKalb, and they have one person up on offense. Well, that was off the arm there, but didn't really redirect it. No call.
Livingston will get control, though, with Copeland there for the Lady Wildcats. Now West with it will make the pass to Childers. Childers, long pass ahead, knocked away by Tullahoma. It's going to roll in the middle of the field. It'll be Tullahoma coming up with it. Pryor will knock it free, though, toward the goal of Tullahoma. Played back out, deflected there by West, right to Childers. Childers trying to go back to West, taken away, though, by Tullahoma as they'll play it out long. Again, trying to break down that far side, but unable to get to it is Duncan. It'll go out of bounds, and Livingston with a throw in here as we played 22 minutes. Still no score here between Livingston Academy and Tullahoma.
Mallory Lindsay back in. We've Katie Pryor. No, Sage Howard went out.
Yep, Sage Howard sitting down for the Lady Wildcats. Story with control for Livingston. Story with the long pass ahead to Lindsay. Lindsay works it to Pryor, trying to outrun the defense. Pryor turns on the Jets, and Kaylee will have a defender knock it away, but it rolls right over to West on the far side, and West going to be ran into by Tullahoma. And who have they got? They've got a penalty on Tullahoma as West, and a little contact over there with number 15. That is Alexis Chambly. Didn't intentionally do that, I don't believe, just trying to go after the ball, and they came together. Now the penalty kick going to be taken by Ella Copeland, who's shown in this postseason that she's got one of the strongest legs in the area, and she puts that one at the top of the 18-yard box, headed up in the air by Tullahoma. Played back out here to Milligan. Milligan on the near side. Sienna will make the pass over to Hines. Hines going back to Lindsay. Lindsay back to Hines on a little give and go by the Lady Wildcats. Hines trying to run it down, and Tullahoma going to play it out of bounds and force a throw in here for Livingston as Hines to take it for the Lady Wildcats.
Livingston's got the numbers down on offense.
Hines to throw it in left side. Goes underneath to Childers. Childers trying to go back to Hines, but just went off the toe of Tara Hines and out of bounds. So a throw in here for Tullahoma as they play it in to Ballard. Childers will knock it free. Livingston with control. They try to get it to Lindsay. Tullahoma, they're going to kick it right back out of bounds. So a throw in here for Livingston as Hines to take this one for the Lady Wildcats.
You know, at this level of play, you cannot sit there and wait on the ball to come to you. Got a foul here.
Whistle going to stop foul, and they're going to stop play, and a foul going to be called on Taryn Childers for the Lady Wildcats.
Referee had a little sidebar with her.
Yeah, you know my feeling about those.
Settle down a little bit. Let's play the ball.
Tullahoma with control. Bobo over on the far side. They'll back the pass up now to Tullahoma. Knocked away, though, by Livingston, so a throw in here for Tullahoma. As before they play it in, though, a whistle going to stop play. And they're going to call a foul, I believe.
Yeah. Well, looks like a substitution at this point. Where'd the ball go?
Yeah, substitution coming in for Tullahoma.
Ball's on the side for a throw-in for Tullahoma.
Gracie Martin coming back in for Tullahoma, dressed in the white. Throw in goes to the corner of the box. Played back out there by Livingston. Pryor going to get to it for the Lady Wildcats. Her long pass ahead. Tullahoma will pop it up in the air. Bounces near Hines, who shields away a defender, and then it'll be Copeland playing it ahead. Lindsay now trying to get a run out here for the Lady Wildcats, but Tullahoma able to take that one away. As a good job there by a sub coming in. Laura Nichols with control for Tullahoma. Plays that one off Officer. Officer able to get control of it, though, and play it out of bounds and let the defense set up here as Tullahoma looks to throw it in very quickly. Martin had stepped out to do so, but Bobo comes all the way across the field to throw this one in. Plays it to the near corner, headed up in the air by Livingston. As that one headed out of there by Katie Beeson for the Lady Wildcats and bounces away, but it's going to be a corner kick for Tullahoma as that one went over the goal line. So a corner kick here for the Lady Wildcats from down in Coffee County. Is stepping out to take the corner kick is Avery Sisk. And she'll take it on the out-of-bounds side with the right foot. They've got three players lined up on this back post. Does Tullahoma. They've got Bobo right at the top breaking toward the far post. That one's headed up in the air by Tullahoma and over the crossbar by the Lady Wildcats. Is with that header there is number 11. That is Brinley Duncan for Tullahoma. They say it went off.
Do it again because it went out on Livingston Academy. So corner kick one more time.
I didn't see a Livingston player touch it, but that one's going to be right in front of the goal, headed up in the air. I think Livingston got that one. Or that one went off Tullahoma. So it's a free kick here for Livingston. So a couple of plays right there. And I can already tell their passing game off those corner kicks is pretty impressive. They worked it a couple of times right in front of the goal to give them a chance to do something on one of those. Sage Howard coming back in for Livingston. As she comes in replacing Kaylee Pryor for the Lady Wildcats. That one headed away by Nichols for Tullahoma. Officer just lets it roll out of bounds, and Clark to throw it in. No, Copeland steps out to throw in. Headed back toward the Tullahoma goal. We're there to get to it is going to be Garcia. Long pass ahead. Martin has it go off her foot. She'll save it from getting out of bounds. Lindsay now will have it bounce off Copeland. Copeland quickly to Childers. Childers back on the defensive end. Taryn looking for an opening, but Martin going to play it off of Milligan and out of bounds. And quickly, Bobo to throw in again for Tullahoma.
Craig, I was just getting a text from the east side of Tennessee saying, boy, Bobo can really throw the ball good. So we have people watching from all over the state and all over the country there, and some of them know me, and they're texting going, wow, that girl can throw the ball.
Beeson to play this one here for Livingston Academy on the free kick. Yeah, met Mallory Lindsay's grandfather before this one got started. He's from New York State, watches all these games on Overt Events up in New York State. We really appreciate everyone local and all over the world that watches us do these games and all the other games here on Overt Events. Officer thought that one caught the leg of Martin, but the official says no, so a throw in here. That one headed away by Beeson. There to get to it's going to be Vincent. Bobo now has it taken away by Childers, who plays it out of bounds. Sayla Howard over there on the sideline on those crutches for Livingston Academy. They did the MRI on her knee. Don't have the results yet. Hopefully it's something that she can recover from very quickly. Throw in here for Lauren Story. Headed back by Tullahoma. Story make a long pass ahead, but that's over the dugout over on the far side, and it'll be a throw in here for Tullahoma. Official over on the far side saying something to Coach Michael Sales over there. Not sure what that conversation was about, but Childers comes up with this one. Knocked away, though, by Tullahoma on a good defensive stop. Lindsay trying to outrun Sisk over on this near side, but Sisk will play it back toward the Livingston goal, but Milligan will get control. Milligan with the pass ahead to Sage Howard. Sage has it knocked away by Bowley, then taken away by Tullahoma, but taken right back by Milligan. And her pass goes behind West and out of bounds, and I've been impressed with this Tullahoma defense so far. They've been just exactly where they needed to be in this matchup.
Really are, and they're coming to the ball and taking it away from Livingston Academy. There's a shot.
Here's a good pass. Martin trying to run it down. She'll do so, and there to knock it down is going to be Bowers to make the play. Gracie Martin with the good run at that one and able to get a look at the goal. I didn't think there was any way, but she curved that one from almost behind the post on this near side, and Bowers able to just pop it off her hands and get control, and there's going to be a trip on Mallory Lindsay.
There's a really tight shot down on that far end. Like you're right, that angle was so narrow, but if it wasn't stopped, that was in. And I think we'll see a low-scoring game. Ultimately, a lot of we've seen a lot of 9-0s and 7-0s and 6-0s in district play. And there's a
big time shot by Alexis Chambly, but right at Lainey Bowers there to make that one. Chambly, the player that was tripped up, and she's the tallest player on the field. Usually Sienna Milligan is probably the tallest one out there, but Chambly looks every bit of 6 foot for Tullahoma. As here's a long pass ahead again by Tullahoma. Bowers going to come out and play that one on a hop with Martin bearing down on her. But Lainey Bowers there to make the stop again for Livingston as we're down to 8:50 to play in the first half. No score between Livingston and Tullahoma in this elimination game tonight in the region semifinals. Vincent pops it up to Bobo. Childers battling there. Taryn will take it away. Childers working on the defensive end for Livingston. Long pass ahead, knocked away by Tullahoma's Sisk, but there to get to it is going to be Tullahoma. They'll pop it up in the air again, and this time it's going to be Vincent with the header. Tullahoma keeping control. West will knock it free for a moment, but Tullahoma still looking to attack, and Story there to take it away for Livingston Academy.
Going to take a lot of good passing to get that ball moving toward the goal on the opposite end of the field. This is going to come down to, there's a beautiful pass.
Lindsay hits Hines breaking upfield, but Tullahoma gets to it first, but now Lindsay will recover. Lindsay works it to her left side. She's got Hines with her. She'll go to Hines on this near side. Hines now trying to work away from the defender, but can't do so, and Tullahoma made a good stop right there, but now it bounces right back to Copeland, who'll make the pass over on the far side, tried to hit Howard, but goes beyond her, and Tullahoma there to run it down and play it out of bounds on a good defensive play over there by Tullahoma's number 3, Harper McShay, there for the Lady Wildcats of Tullahoma.
Yeah, that was the best opportunity Livingston Academy had all night long, and had it open, had the numbers down there, And they pulled the ball back instead of going straight toward the goal. Don't back it up when you're open. Go straight for the hop.
Tullahoma plays that one out of bounds. Throw in coming here for Jasmine West to play it in for the Lady Wildcats. West waiting for someone. Finally, it's going to be Lindsay breaking to her. That is over there knocking it away. Chambly for Tullahoma. Long pass coming out here to Childers. Childers works it up top at about 25 yards. Childers spins back to the right leg. Stumbled a little bit as she made a move against the defender. Now gets around the defender. Childers will take the shot. Misses wide to the left. Taryn Childers, anytime you see her take a shot, there's going to be more power behind it than you'd expect. And that one had it right there, but just missed a couple of yards to the left.
Yeah, she was centered up about 30 yards out there, and that's what it's going to take. We're going to have to keep shooting, get that keeper moving in the box there, get some action, do some follow-up. But right before that last opportunity that Livingston Academy had, I was talking about it's going to take good passes. We're going to have to get to the ball. We're going to have to win the ball. Don't stand there and wait on the ball. Clear out some room in the field. Spread that defense to get those shots, and that's what we saw. Beautiful attempt there by Taryn Childers.
Childers with the pass ahead, knocked away, but right back to Childers. Now Tullahoma will get it back as Vincent will come up with it. She'll roll it near the sideline, roll it out of bounds. So a throw in again here for Livingston is Ella Copeland to take this one. Before she does, though, Kaylee Pryor going to check back in for Livingston. Coming back in for Tullahoma is going to be Caitlin Ballard. Sitting down for Livingston is going to be Taryn Childers, as leaving for Tullahoma is going to be McLean Bobo. Copeland lobs it in a crowd, headed away by Chambly. Chambly will get it back. Tried a little touch pass there over the head of a defender, couldn't drop it in. Martin, good pass there in the middle for Tullahoma, going to Vincent. Vincent has it knocked away, taken away by Howard, but then stolen right back by McShay. Middle of the field, Tullahoma with control. They'll work it to Chambly. And Chambly going to have it knocked away by Pryor, but they're going to call Pryor for a little too much body there on Alexis Chambly coming down the middle of the field, and it's going to be a penalty kick here for Chambly, and she's shown that she can get it there from here.
Really did, and I thought that was a lot of ball contact by Kaylee Pryor, not so much body contact. So, yeah, they're calling it tight.
Chambly. Deep kick on this near side. Martin is going to be called for the offsides as she was too far behind Clark Officer that time. I don't think she expected it to be a pass. I think she thought it was going to go to Bowers where it would be a shot on goal, but it missed a little to the right, and Martin was hoping for a rebound and couldn't get to it. Beeson to take this kick. Goes off of Hines. Tullahoma with control with Sisk. In the middle now, Vincent will back it back out to Chambly. Milligan going to knock it away, but Tullahoma gets it right back. Quickly to Ballard on the offensive end, but West there with the steal for the Lady Wildcats. Then Tullahoma takes it right back.
Yeah, that's those battles we were talking about. You're really going to have to get in there and win those battles. Nobody wants to go home. It's an elimination game. Foul again against Livingston Academy. 5th foul against Livingston Academy.
Penalty kick going to be taken by Harper McShay over on the far side, about the 48-49 yard mark from right at the end of the dugout. She'll play this one on the far side. It'll get by the defender, the first defender, then popped up in the air and out of bounds by Livingston. So a throw in here for Tullahoma. Before they do, though, sub going to come in for Tullahoma as Bobo checking back in. Leaving is going to be Brinley Duncan. Bobo with the throw in. And bounces on a hop to Bowers, who'll play that one. May have been a little outside the post there to play that one for Laney, but takes away any chance of it bouncing in.
Yeah, that's that throw-in we were talking about from Bobo. She threw it, and had it not been stopped by Laney Bowers, it could have potentially gone in the goal.
Yeah. There's a handball there against Tullahoma. That looks like Avery Sisk that they're going to get for that one. The penalty going to be called, and it's going to be Ella Copeland to take this one for the Lady Wildcats.
You just serve it up in the box, get it to the top of the 16-yard box, put it in play. There's 4 players down there for Livingston Academy. 5, actually, one on the left.
Copeland has it knocked away by Chambly. Milligan gets it back. Milligan has that one headed back toward the goal by Nichols. Now Pryor going to run it down on this near side for Livingston. Pryor's pass knocked away by Martin. Cayley will get it back. It's still alive with Pryor getting control. Pryor going to be ran into and going to be knocked down, but they let play continue with Sisk knocking it out of bounds, and a throw in here for Tara Hines. Now they'll stop play.
They were yelling sub, I believe. That's why they stopped that.
Taryn Childers coming back for the Lady Wildcats. She'll replace Kaylee Pryor for this last 2 minutes of the first half. As a throw in here for Sage Howard.
With 2 minutes left, that first half has flown.
It has, hasn't it?
And you think it wouldn't with a 0-0 game, but we got more whistle.
Foul going to go on Tullahoma and Ella Copeland to take the penalty kick. No, there's been no stoppage. It's just been straight running time during this one as Copeland to take this penalty kick on the left side. She'll be about 20 yards from the near post. They'll back up Tullahoma to give her the relief. Livingston has 5 players lined up on the top of the box here for the Lady Wildcats. Copeland going to take it to the far post and tried to get the header. It's knocked away by Tullahoma. The goalie goes down. It's rolling over on the far side. Tullahoma going to get to it and going to get control, but then it's going to be taken away by Story as now Milligan battling there with Tullahoma for the loose ball, and it's out of bounds off Tullahoma, and a throw in here for West. West plays it into Howard. That was a pretty good look on that penalty kick there on that pass to the backside post as they had the header planned on that one with the player breaking in from the backside.
Yeah, it was like a short corner kick. You were in so much closer, and Copeland just kind of pooched it out there. You didn't put a lot of power into it and set it up right where it needed to go. A lot of activity in that box there, and that's kind of what you like offensively, to see if you can confuse a defense or get a deflection and put that ball in the goal.
Tullahoma has it knocked away over on the far side. They'll get control again as they'll pop it up in the air with McShay there for Tullahoma. Now Martin with control. Her long pass ahead going to bounce into the goalie Bowers, and we are at halftime. Like Phil said, a very quick-moving first half. No score between Tullahoma and Livingston Academy. We'll be back to Livingston for the second half coming up right after this.
He's going to give us some time here, I think.
Halftime here at Livingston Academy. No score between Tullahoma and Livingston Academy, and it's been a good one between these two teams here in this region opening round. And the records kind of live up to the billing as these two teams both come in with double-digit wins, and that tells you both are very good soccer teams playing here tonight.
Very evenly matched. The game's pretty evenly matched, too. Fouls on both sides. You see 5 for Livingston Academy, 8 for Tullahoma. That's really close. Some of the differences here that we've noticed, no corner kicks for Livingston Academy. We've had 3 for Tullahoma, and they were really kind of right there back-to-back. When they were attacking, they were pushing the ball. Livingston was kicking it out. They got 3 corner kicks, and all 3 were really nice and good opportunities for Tullahoma. Tullahoma has had 5 shots on goal, which translated to 5 saves for Laney Bowers, goalkeeper for Livingston Academy. Livingston Academy has only had 1 shot on goal, so Tullahoma keeper's been involved 1 time where it really counted. She's been out, she's been active on other activities, but Tullahoma out shooting Livingston Academy in the first half. So hopefully they talked about that on the other side of the field there with the team and the coaches, looking at those numbers, the same things that we're looking at. So no goals from either side, and we talked about, I think it'll be a low-scoring game. It's going to be passing. You got to win the ball. Don't wait on it. Who's hustling to the ball when it's a 50-50 ball? Are you going to win it, or is somebody taking it from you? And you're going to have to create space, spread that defense out, and get your opportunities. Let's see if we can get that ball crossing across the front of the net like we've seen so often this year from this Livingston Academy front 4 or 5. That was kind of their MO for the whole season. Here we go, second half.
Bobo puts it in play to start the second half. Tullahoma with possession. As happy to have you with us here on Over Events as we get the second half underway. Bobo looking to attack. Milligan knocks it right back off of Bobo. Story will get to it for the Lady Wildcats. Makes the long pass to the Livingston offensive end as the teams switch ends. Bowers defending the goal to our left. Fogarty defending the goal to our right. Officer will make the pass ahead for Livingston. Tullahoma, though, going to get control of it as they'll bring it near side, trying to get it over here to McShay, but it'll roll near the sideline. McShay will get back to it, though. She'll play it now to Duncan. Milligan knocks it free, but Tullahoma keeps control. They move the ball ahead to Bobo on this near side as it rolls down near the goal line. Hasn't went over the goal line yet. Now it does, as Beeson just kind of trying to keep Bobo from getting to it. Finally just rolls over the goal line, and Beeson will get the free kick here for Livingston.
Yeah, that's a good guarding of the ball down there because you don't want to push it over that goal line and give them another corner kick, which sets up an opportunity for them to score, a good opportunity to score because it gives them time to set up, run a play, and just have a better look at it.
Beeson plays this one on the near side. Tullahoma will get to it, though. That's Bobo with control for Tullahoma. Makes the quick move to her left, trying to get around Story. Can't shake free of Story, and it'll go out of bounds off of Livingston, though, and a throw in here for Tullahoma. Or will it be a corner kick?
It's a throw in.
It's a throw in. It's a tough spot to see. They'll throw it near post, headed toward the box by Tullahoma, and Bauer's going to come in and get control of it. Is that one headed toward the box by the Lady Wildcats? Brinley Duncan for Tullahoma, and Bowers another stop for Livingston. Wasn't actually bouncing toward the net to go in, but if it keeps bouncing in front, that stops any chance of a play by Tullahoma in front of the goal.
Yeah, and Laney, like she did, you just have to come out and take control of your box. Push your defense out of the way, grab that ball, take the advantage of being able to use your hands.
Tullahoma looking to attack. Story going to play it away from Duncan, but out of bounds. So a throw in coming here for Vincent for Tullahoma as she'll take it near side, trying to go to Bobo, but it's off her and out of bounds. So another kick here for Beeson as Katie will take this one for the Lady Wildcats as she'll move it to the other side to set something up here for Livingston, trying to work away from this side of the defense where Bobo is set up for Tullahoma. Plays that one a little low line drive shot. Quick move by Sage Howard over on the far side to get around the defender. Sage trying to cross it back up. Now to Lindsay, headed away there by Bowley. Bowley then will use her head to dribble it again to get control. You don't see that very often, do you? And that's probably a tough one to control.
Yeah, she really pushed that straight to the gown. Here goes Childers, far side.
Childers looking to attack, but defensively there, Tullahoma will knock it away. As there to play that one away is going to be Lindsay Garcia for Tullahoma. Again, one senior, she's it, and she's made a couple of big defensive plays for Tullahoma. Throw into Childers. Childers spins away from Garcia. She'll make the pass in front, trying to hit West. West will pop it up in the air, though, as it bounces away. I think Lindsay and West may have gotten there at the same time, and both may have made contact, and that caused it to go wide of the goal there for Livingston Academy.
Yeah, but that's what we were talking about earlier. Let's get that ball coming across the front face of that goal and charge at it like we've done so well all year long. Put that combination back together.
Tullahoma plays this one out. They'll try to get to it over on the far side, but it'll go out of bounds off Ballard. And a throw in here for Livingston as Copeland to step out to throw in for the Lady Wildcats. Ella to play it in on the far side. Drops it short to Childers. Right back to Copeland. Copeland with the long pass. Bouncing. Oh, good stretch there by Fogarty to get to that one as West was breaking backside. And Fogarty able to reach out and get control as she's able to make the stop. But that kick out going to be played right back toward the goal by Milligan. It bounces here in front. And there to get to it's going to be Duncan. It goes off of Story right to Beeson for Livingston. Beeson now to Hines, who will try to back it back to Story. Now trying to battle there with Story is Duncan, and Tullahoma will get control. There's a good stop by Hines. Then Story trying to take it away from Bobo, can't do so. Pass ahead now to Tullahoma. Now the whistle over on the far side, going to stop play for offsides here against Tullahoma. As they look to attack again. Tullahoma just very aggressive all the time as Tullahoma. As Beeson will play this one out. Bounces to midfield to McShay. McShay, long pass stolen away by Milligan. It'll bounce all the way to the far side to Howard. Howard quickly around to the defender. Sage looking to make a run up the far side. She'll go to Childers. Childers working there against Garcia. Childers trying to get around Garcia, and Garcia is going to take her down, and a penalty going to be called on Lindsay Garcia, and the penalty kick going to be taken by, no, it's going to be out of bounds off Livingston, they say. They blew the
that ball was out of bounds. Good movement by Livingston Academy, though. Sienna Milligan won the ball. Sage Howard won the ball. Passed it up to Taryn Childers. We moved the 3/4 of the length of the field in 2 passes.
Story
that's winning that ball that we were talking about. You got to win that 50-50 ball.
Hines has it in the middle of the field, knocked away. It'll roll to Childers. Childers now spins back in the middle. She'll back it back to Milligan. Milligan with the long pass ahead. Fogarty going to come out and play it 10 yards away from the post on that far side to get control there for Tullahoma. Claire Fogarty will play this one back out. Milligan's there at midfield, but that one bounces off the side of her leg, and it'll be chased down there by Duncan. Duncan to Bobo on this near side. Story trying to make the stop, but she'll play it out of bounds. Tried to play it off Bobo, but missed her. Now a throw in here for Tullahoma with Bobo to take this one quickly. They'll throw it to the near post, headed up in front of the box. It's bouncing in the box, headed there by Tullahoma and headed in by Tullahoma. That's Gracie Martin on the backside for Tullahoma on that little header to put it in the back of the net to put Tullahoma in front with 33-28 to play in the second half. It's Tullahoma 1, Livingston 0. Back to Livingston right after this.
Quality care close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
Protecting the newest Overton County residents. Livingston Regional, named one of the state's best award winners for its work at reducing infant mortality. The BEST Award focuses on the importance of breastfeeding, early elective delivery reduction, and safe sleep for Tennessee babies.
Quality care close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
The header goal by Gracie Martin puts Tullahoma on the board, and they take a 1-0 lead as the clock ticks down to 33 minutes to play in this second half. Lindsay on this near side. She'll take the shot. Fogarty going to come out and play it on a couple of hops and able to get control there for Tullahoma.
Yeah, on that header, that ball just seemed like it was in slow motion out front there, and there's you've just got to make that decision as the keeper to come out and grab that ball. It just seemed to bounce around in front too much, and nobody was touching it till Gracie Martin stepped in and just finished that with her head. Just too much open space.
Throw in here for Livingston. Sienna Milligan going to take this one for the Lady Wildcats. Milligan to play it in right at the midfield stripe. Knocked away there by McShay and out of bounds. They throw in again for Milligan. She'll move a little closer. She'll try to play it down the sideline. Bowley will play that one out there. Chambly then will knock it out of bounds. West going to take the throw in here for Livingston as it moves further down the offensive field to Hines. Back to West. Jasmine tries to make a move around the defender, but McShay is there to take it away. That's a good defensive play there as Bowley plays it off West, and West trying to take it away. Jasmine will make the pass to the far post, but stepping out to play, it's going to be Fogarty there for Tullahoma to make the stop to keep it from rolling on frame in front of the net. Milligan plays that one back toward the Tullahoma goal for West. West working there against Vincent. Can't get away, rather Duncan. Can't get away from Duncan. There's the quick pass by West, knocked away by McShay. Lindsay will get to it. Lindsay with the pass, going to be knocked away by Tullahoma. Garcia going to play that one over the goal line, and for the first time tonight, Livingston going to get a goal kick here for Tara Hines, stepping out to take this one. So West took the bulk of the corner kicks in the DeKalb County game, but Hines going to take this one on this near side. She'll take it with the left foot on the out-of-bounds side for Livingston Academy. Hines rolls this one in. Martin knocks it right back to Hines. That goes off of Martin and out of bounds.
Corner kick again.
So another corner kick here, and West will step out to take this one with Hines stepping out. They may have had some kind of a play on for the Lady Wildcats.
Good opportunity to set it up. Got a lot of people on the back door, the far post side, to stop the ball.
West with a good pass right in front, but headed away. Hines will get control. Hines now will have that shot knocked away. West will get control. Jasmine makes the pass on the far side. That one's headed by Chambly. Bounces out to Martin. Martin now to Duncan. Milligan coming in trying to take it away, and they're going to call the foul on Sienna Milligan.
That'll get you. She didn't mean to, as they say.
A little too much contact there.
That little conversation. She couldn't put the brakes on. You had a player there. The ball left. And Tullahoma got railroaded on that one by Sienna Milligan.
Harper McShay to take the penalty kick here for Tullahoma. McShay plays this one way downfield. Story will have to try to get it going the other way. Martin heads it back toward the Livingston goal, though, but then knocks it out of bounds, so a throw in. No, it goes off Livingston, so a throw in here for McShay. McShay coming up to throw it in. Plays it to the header by Milligan. Now West with control for Livingston. West being bodied up there, and they're going to call the foul on Bobo. Foul on McLean Bobo for the push there. That goes off the foot of Chambly. There to pick it up is Sisk. Her long pass going to be played by Officer. Tullahoma going to take it away, though, with the steal by Ballard. On the far side, there's a steal by Livingston. Is taking it away from the Lady Wildcats is Katie Beeson. Tullahoma with it on this near side as they work it there with Duncan. In the corner now to Chambly, but kicked away there by Livingston as Lindsay will come back there to play it out of bounds. And it's going to be a corner kick here for Tullahoma. Chambly stepping out to take this one. She's got a strong leg for Tullahoma. Makes the pass right in front. It's knocked away. It bounces around in front of the goal. It's going to be played out there. Tullahoma will get to it. They'll take the shot. Going to be knocked down in the box there by Tullahoma, and I think they're going to get the handball on Tullahoma, as that was Ballard, I think, that touched it, and that will stop any chance for Tullahoma to add another goal there. But a couple of good looks right in front there as that one bouncing again. A lot of traffic. Sometimes as a goalie, you can't see what's happening right there, can you, as you get shielded from the ball.
Yeah, you really can. It's like the pinball down in there. It's just bouncing off everything, and that's really when you'll take a foul against the other team. Stop playing, reset, and go the other way as we see Childers take control at midfield.
Taryn working there with Lady Wildcats. Childers long pass ahead trying to get to West. It's over her head and out of bounds. Whistle's going to stop play, and a sub going to come in for Tullahoma. As Martin, the player that scored the goal, going to sit down. Coming in to replace her will be at number 12, Lauren Nichols, checking back in. Tullahoma's played about 13 or 14 tonight. Livingston's played about 13 or 14, so both teams going about the same depth into their bench tonight. Oh, Milligan and Duncan almost went head-to-head on that one right there. They both attempted the header and just about got each other. West has it knocked away by Vincent and taken away by Vincent. Then Officer going to stick right there in the middle to knock it away with the header from Ballard. And out of bounds, though, off Livingston, so a throw in here for Sisk over on the far side.
Yeah, that was great defense by Clark Officer back there. If that ball got through, you're going to be one-on-one with the keeper.
Tullahoma with control over on the far side as they'll play it with Nichols over there, but she'll lose it out of bounds, so a throw in here for the Lady Wildcats of Livingston is Beeson. No, she'll give it to Copeland to take it. Ella to play it in. Knocked away. And Tullahoma with control. Garcia makes the pass ahead. Officer will play that one back up near midfield. Howard trying to get control. Well, that's Lindsay. As they make the pass ahead, Garcia there. Going to bring it near side to McShay. Taken away by West, though. Livingston with some numbers now. Lindsay will pass it ahead, trying to go to Childers, and Childers is hurt. Childers going down on the play. As you can just see her pull up, and it acted like a hamstring there on that one. Certainly hope that nothing serious to Childers. She'd missed several games due to the injury, and Tarrant is down with 25:52 to play in the second half. Tullahoma leading 1-0. We'll take a break, and we'll come back to Livingston in just a moment.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Contact local agent Phil Marshall for your personal price plan today. The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Contact local agent Phil Marshall for your personal price plan today.
Maybe just a cramp affecting Taryn Childers. And she just pulled up, coming down this near side, trying to outrun a defender, and you can tell can tell that she's favoring that leg still. And she'll leave the lineup for Livingston.
That was a good run that Livingston had there. Good opportunity. They had the numbers. They had the speed. They had the open field. You had about 3 Livingston players down there getting ready to set up for the shot. Just never developed with Taryn going down. Nobody was near her. There was no collision, no fight for the ball. So we're hoping maybe she just cramped up, can stretch that out, get back in. We'll see.
Kaylee Pryor going to come in replacing Childers.
I think we'll probably do a drop ball with the center ref here. He'll just simply drop the ball between the players, and it will be game on. Because there was no foul to stop the play. So what's the fair way to start it? You just do a drop ball like they drop up. There you go. Dropped it. Let the defense have it.
Fogarty will pick it up. She'll play it out near midfield where Milligan will play it back toward the Tullahoma goal for Lindsay. Lindsay back to Milligan. Milligan back to Lindsay now for the Lady Wildcats. Mallory, quick move to the left foot. Lindsay now to West. West going back to Lindsay. Lindsay tries to work it in the middle, knocked away there by Garcia for Tullahoma. Hines will try to take it away, but there to get to it is going to be Livingston's Pryor. Pass ahead now to Howard, to West. West between 3 defenders. Tullahoma just backing everybody back defensively now, and Bowley going to kick it out of bounds, and Livingston to throw it in with Sienna Milligan. Playing it short to Lindsay. Lindsay back to Milligan. That goes off a defender. They'll pass it back to Lindsay, and then McShay comes in to knock it away. Bowley going to get to it, and she'll play it out of bounds. So a throw in deep here for Livingston for Jasmine West. West plays it on the goal line to Lindsay. Lindsay, quick move to get around the defender. They come over to double team with Bowley. They go down. Both players do it. Still loose. Lindsay the first to get up to get to it. Pass with the left foot in the box to Howard. Howard will miss wide to the right. Sage Howard had it lined up, but just pulled it to the right that time as Lindsay, great quickness to get off the mat, get up and make that pass, but Sage couldn't put it in the back of the net, and the score remains 1-0 Tullahoma.
Boy, and the defense was just closing in on Sage Howard right there. Point blank range, just right at the top. Just needed a little wider goal. she tried to go back to her left, and the defense was just collapsing on her.
Pryor going to back it back out, trying to go to Hines, but stepping in there to play, it's going to be Copeland. Tullahoma, though, will come up with it with Chambly. Chambly with the long pass ahead, going to get out of bounds, but that's a long way away from the Tullahoma goal as Chambly will flip the field and make it a long field for Livingston to get back to attempt to tie this one up. Copeland stepping out to take the throw in for the Lady Wildcats as we drop into the 40s here with this matchup tonight. Ella Copeland plays it in, knocked away there by Tullahoma's Nichols, and they'll play it over the goal line, so a free kick here for Livingston. Again, we want to say a special thank you to Wascon Incorporated for paying our TSSAA broadcast rights fees to make it possible for us to bring you these postseason games live here on Overton Events. As Katie Beeson to take the free kick for the Lady Wildcats. Did you check the temperature there, Phil?
Actually, I didn't.
I thought you were looking at it. Beeson plays this one short. Tullahoma going to have Vincent knock it down, but now whistle going to stop play. It's going to be a foul on Tullahoma. So Livingston to play this one out. Copeland to take the kick. Plays it to the offensive field, but nobody there but white shirts for Tullahoma's. They'll play it back long and out of bounds over on the far side, right near Coach Richie Chadwick over on the far side.
Temperature holding at 52 degrees. That's what we started at. I think it just feels colder because we've been sitting out here an hour, hour and a half.
A little bit of a breeze now, too, beginning to pick up just a little bit as Lindsay with control on the offensive end for Livingston. Makes the pass ahead, trying to go to Howard on the far side. Garcia going to play it out of bounds into the Livingston dugout as Coach Michael Sales over there making a pretty good catch to keep that from bouncing around and hitting someone in the dugout. And Tara Hines to throw in now for Livingston.
Well, Michael Buck going back to his old job as keeper on the team, so he's got pretty good hands.
Copeland's pass knocked away by Bowley, but Milligan will get to it. She tries to move it toward the Tullahoma goal, but they'll knock it back out to Story at midfield. Now to West. West, good job getting control. Now moves to her right, but McShay takes it away. Then West takes it right back for Livingston. West, quick move, knocked away by Tullahoma, and out of bounds. They'll say off of West. It'll go to Tullahoma.
Good ball movement there by West. She just couldn't keep a handle on it. Had 2 on her. There we go.
This one out of bounds off Ballard for Tullahoma. Milligan has that one headed up in there by Tullahoma, right back out of bounds. So Sienna quickly steps out to throw it in again for Livingston. Trying to go to Howard. It's knocked away. Rolls back out middle of the offensive field. Pryor trying to get to it, but Chambly over there will get there first. Then it rolls near the sideline, out of bounds over there for a throw in here for Ella Copeland. Gracie Martin, the only player to tally here in this matchup. Tullahoma leading 1-0 as we approach the halfway mark of the second half here in this elimination game tonight at Livingston Academy. You win this one, you guarantee yourself 2 more games. You lose this one, your season comes to an end. Ballard at midfield for Tullahoma. Now to Bobo. Bobo with the long pass ahead, trying to go to Nichols on that far side, but over there to get to it's going to be Beeson for Livingston, but her pass goes out of bounds, and Bobo with a throw in here for Tullahoma. Bobo plays it all the way in the box. Beeson there to knock it away, but Tullahoma will try to roll it toward the goal, but they roll it over the goal line, and a free kick here for Livingston as Story going to take this one for the Lady Wildcats.
It's good to stop that progression there by Tullahoma as they were pushing down and attacking. They got the reset off that throw in from the side there, so now you get the goal kick coming back out and give Livingston Academy a chance to gain the ball toward midfield and start moving it down the other way.
Brinley Duncan checking back in for Tullahoma. She'll replace Faith Vincent in the lineup. Howard with control for Livingston. Now Chambly will take it away. Her long pass knocked away by Copeland. Pryor over there battling with Duncan, but Duncan will take it away. Now Officer will play it off Duncan and out of bounds, and a throw in here for Officer on a good little move, or they'll say that Officer had stepped out to throw it in. She'd want to give it to Copeland, and no, they will let Livingston have a throw in because the Lady Wildcats were subbing there, so a break right there for Livingston to avoid a turnover on that. Copeland plays it in, headed up in the air by Tullahoma. Childers back in there for Livingston, so apparently was just a cramp for Taryn Childers. Good to see her back for the Lady Wildcats as Story tries to run this one down. She'll play it back up near midfield where West will get to it. But McShay will take it away. McShay on the near side. Quick stop there, just putting the foot right on top of the ball, but West will knock it away. But Ballard is right there for Tullahoma. Ballard going to take the shot. That one bounces off a Livingston player, and Bauer's able to get to it. Katie Beeson trying to knock that one away, just to deflect it away, but bounced off her, and Bowers had to come out and make a play.
Yeah, the Tullahoma fan base was down toward that end of the field, and I thought there was a handball in Livingston Academy there, and she even pulled back, and you heard the crowd down at that end. They were trying to put on a yellow shirt and call the game at that point. We might have got away with one right there.
That's truly possible. Tullahoma with control on the far side as Beeson and Officer just try to trap Duncan in that corner, and it'll go out of bounds off of Livingston. So Bobo to throw in again for Tullahoma, and she'll play it in on the far side. Can't find anyone. Backs up. We'll try again. Ball bounces right back to Bobo. She'll take the shot, but takes it out of bounds. And a free kick here for Livingston. 17.5 to play in the second half. Tullahoma leading by a score of 1-0. As time ticks down, the pressure becoming more intense on Livingston Academy. It did go off Livingston. I thought it did. So a corner kick here for Alexis Chambly. She'll take it with the right foot. She faked like she's going to the ball. Now backs back out. Goes to the top of the box. It bounces free. Bobo will bounce it in, but it goes over the goal line. And a free kick now for Livingston Academy. Lauren Story to take this one for the Lady Wildcats. Story plays it on the far side, trying to go to Pryor. Kaylee will get control. Now to Hines. Hines long pass ahead, trying to go to Childers, breaking down the far side. Taryn can't get to it as Tullahoma plays it out of bounds on a smart play there by Garcia over there for Tullahoma. Throw in to Childers behind Garcia. Childers makes the pass up top to Lindsay. Shot with the left foot will go just wide beyond the outstretched hands of Fogarty. So that means it's outside the post. And Lindsay had a good look with the left foot, but just couldn't find the post to kind of curve it inside, and Tullahoma holds onto their lead.
Good look at it from Livingston Academy, and the net behind it caught it. So if you're watching on TV, it looked like it went in from this angle of where the camera is. It's just to the left of Craig and I.
Whistle stopping play before Sisk can take the free kick, and he's the center official going over to the Livingston sideline about something, and a yellow card has been issued over there on the sideline.
Well, Michael Sells is sitting down over there just to the left of the Livingston dugout, and he's been known to get a yellow card or two for a comment. I would assume that's who that was directed to, because there's nobody else there in his area other than a photographer behind him on the other side of the fence. So I'm sure that was directed at Michael Sells for expressing his opinion.
Yeah, they did go right to him. Assistant coach Michael Sells getting that one. Livingston trying to play it back toward the goal. Ballard will get control, though, for Tullahoma. Ballard working across the field now, brings it near side, trying to go to McShay. She'll get the pass there to McShay. Her pass going to go offensive field for Tullahoma. Story. Now that goes off the foot of Hines. Copeland will get to it, though, and work it toward the Livingston goal. Ballard heads it back toward the Livingston goal. Bowley will make the header pass to West, though. Now West will bounce one in, and it is Fogarty coming out to play it for Tullahoma, as Childers just waiting there to see if that one would bounce away from Fogarty, but Fogarty able to smother it and keep control for Tullahoma.
At least Livingston Academy is getting a couple more shots at it. Not really hard, but they're getting in the area. They're getting it around the goal. More repetition, keeping the ball down here. Beautiful cross.
Childers bounces this one in front to West, but Jasmine misses to the outside of the post as Taryn Childers. I don't know how she got there, but great hustle and effort by Childers to just outrun the defense to the goal line and make that crossing pass with the left foot. And West trying to play on that backside, trying to knock it home, just misses wide.
That's a really hard ball to redirect coming from that angle, and the angle that Jasmine was coming at. She got her foot on it, and you're just trying to get it to dial into that net.
West has her pass attempt knocked away. Milligan going to run it down for the Lady Wildcats. Milligan, long pass ahead. Bowley has it bounce off her foot. It's free in the middle. Played up in the air to Lindsay. Now West directs that one, but Tullahoma plays it long. Bouncing there in the middle is Beeson, knocks it free. Trying to get to its Bobo. Bobo just trying to power her way through. Will get control. Then Beeson will take it away. Katie with a big steal there as Bobo had a chance to attack. Lindsay, now her pass deflected away. Sisk will play it long. Bobo going to try to outrun Story this time, and Story will play it out of bounds, and a throw in here for Tullahoma.
I'll tell you this, Bobo is a beast. She's everywhere.
She's been all over the field tonight as Tullahoma going to get a sub back in.
Great throw, great hustle, good ball, good speed. Phenomenal player in Bobo for Tullahoma.
She's a sophomore.
Wow.
Gracie Martin coming back in for Tullahoma as she scored on a play from about this spot for Tullahoma. They'll play it short this time, though, as Story there to knock it away. Her long pass headed back toward the Tullahoma goal by McShay, but then Bowley going to knock it out of bounds, so a quick throw in here by Lindsay with this defense pulled up. They try to get to Childers with a chance to attack. Taryn with control, and she's going to be pushed down by Sisk. You know, really, that's a pretty smart play by Sisk there, though, to take away a chance for Childers to get down there before the defense got set up.
Ella Copeland moves over. It's in a good position to put that ball in play in the box. See how much traffic we can get in there.
Copeland from 45 yards. She'll play it top of the box on the left side. That bounces off a defender, and Fogarty going to come out and play it and get control of it there for Tullahoma.
Livingston Academy's got to follow that ball. That ball moved. That ball went in the box. White shirts moved. Blue shirts did not go to that ball. You have got to follow that ball.
Hines plays that one off of Tullahoma over on the far side as it goes off Duncan, and a quick throw in here for Livingston. Childers trying to get control. Copeland now will make the pass, trying to hit Hines. Bounces away from her. Tara will get it back. She'll bounce it toward the goal, and Fogarty going to come out and dive on it and make the play there for Tullahoma. Claire Fogarty just able to dive on that one. That was on the gloves there for a moment. Looked like it had a chance to bounce free, but she's able to squeeze it and keep control. Tullahoma long pass ahead to Martin. Martin with Bobo on her left. She'll make the pass to Bobo, breaking on this near side. Bobo quick crossover to the left foot. Double team there by Livingston. It bounces away to Martin. Martin takes the shot, and Martin puts it in the back of the net for the second time. Gracie Martin off the assist by McLean Bobo will put Tullahoma in front 2-0 with 11:50 to play in the second half. We'll be back to Livingston right after this. Gracie Martin has scored both goals for Tullahoma, and Phil, that with 11:50 to play, that's a huge goal right there by Martin to put them ahead 2-0.
It really is. It gives them the cushion that Tullahoma wants. You know, you like to have that buffer, so if Livingston Academy comes back and gets a goal very quickly, you've still got that one-goal buffer. Livingston Academy did a huddle there like we saw them do against Watertown when Watertown tied them 1-1, and they have been scored against by the first district team all year. And in that one, I think Sienna Milligan pulled them all back together. I didn't see who kind of called the huddle there, but that was definitely a team. Oh,
I don't know what's happened there.
A red card against Tullahoma.
That's McLean Bobo. I think it may have been a yellow. I don't know what happened. They called her over there. It may be red. We'll have to.
Yeah, I thought it was red. Number 5, she is hot. She is upset. Yeah, and she's reacting like it's a red. I thought it was a red card.
Coach Chadwick wanting an explanation here for Tullahoma, as I'm not sure what happened there. They met her at midfield, did the center official, and called her over. I don't know if she'd said something or what had happened, but the penalty on McLean Bobo with 11:50 to play in the second half. And now with their leader out, let's see if Livingston can rally back from this 2-0 deficit.
Well, if you're Tullahoma, that is the player you do not want leaving the field. That had to have been some sort of verbal comment either to a player or to the official over there. Unsportsmanlike conduct, something of that nature, to get a red card in a region semifinal game.
Long pass here by Tullahoma. Bounces over. That's number 8 in there for Tullahoma, checking in for the first time. Macy Marcel checks in for Tullahoma, replacing Bobo. That one kicked out of bounds by Tullahoma. Quick throw in for Livingston, trying to go to Childers, but that one goes right back out of bounds on the throw in by Livingston. So Tullahoma will step out to throw in with Chambly stepping out. She's in no hurry as that clock running all the way down to 11 minutes as Chambly just strolls down there to pick it up. Will stroll back to the spot to throw it in. She's going to burn about 25, 30 seconds just doing that.
And if a red card isn't bad enough, if Tullahoma advances in this game, she doesn't play the next game. She'd be out this game and the region final game. If Tullahoma hangs on and wins this game, Bobo will not play.
Tullahoma looking to attack with Martin, but West going to take it away. Then Martin will play it out of bounds, and a throw in here for Jasmine West. West to play it in for the Lady Wildcats. It's going to be knocked away by another new player in there for Tullahoma. That is Beautiful Perkins that's checked in. Long pass ahead. That goes over the head of Beeson trying to knock it away, but Bowers is right there for Livingston. She'll throw it out quickly trying to go to Pryor. Chamblee will get to it on the far side. Chamblee makes the pass ahead. Tullahoma going to see Duncan try to run it down, but she'll kick it out of bounds, and a throw in going to come here for Livingston way up near the light pole on the left side of the field here with Ella Copeland stepping out to throw in. Plays it in, but Tullahoma is right there. Goes right back to Copeland, who heads it back upfield as we're under 10 minutes to play now in the second half.
If you're Livingston Academy, you've got time. You've got just under 10 minutes. We've seen them score 2 and 3 goals in multiple games back-to-back. They get hot, and it fires them up to go back. And I would think with Bobo leaving the game, if I'm Livingston Academy, I'm thinking I'm pumped up about that because we were giving her all the – here we go.
West with it on this near side. Jasmine going to take a shot. She'll take it to the near post and just misses in that top corner as Jasmine West had it lined up well, but just about a foot over the crossbar and out of bounds. And Livingston going to get a new player on the field as Sage Howard going to check back in for Livingston. She'll replace Kaylee Pryor.
Good opportunity by Livingston Academy, but we were talking about Bobo and just a phenomenal player she was. And like I say, Livingston Academy, if I'm seeing her going out, I'm like, that's kind of putting a little lighter fluid on the fire there, just getting you pumped up here, give you a little extra push.
Fogarty coming out to play that long pass from Milligan. And if there's any indication whether it's a red card or a yellow card, Bobo's took the cleats off over in the dugout, so her night is done. So that will tell us it is a red card on McLean Bobo, and she is done, and she will have to miss the championship game should they hold on in advance.
Yeah, if it was a yellow card, she would already be back in the game, I would imagine, unless the coach made the decision, to keep you out. But I saw red cards from this side of the field.
Story has her pass knocked right back toward the Livingston goal. Then Officer going to come in and knock it away for Livingston, but a foul going to be called on Tullahoma. That's the new player that checked in for Tullahoma that they're going to get. That's Macy Marcel with the foul, but it's very deep on the Livingston end, so the Lady Wildcats got to hurry a little bit with Beeson to play this one. Katie trying to go to Hines at midfield. It'll bounce over to the far side. Howard can't get to it. Tullahoma Chamblee will make the long pass ahead. Rolls down all the way to the goal line, but again, what that does, it keeps Livingston on that end, and it keeps that clock running 110 yards away from the goal.
And you got to hurry, and you can see the intensity picking up and the speed picking up on the defensive end, not to take their time. If you're Tullahoma, you want to take your time on the other end, but Livingston Academy on the throw-ins, dead balls, goal balls, you need to get it and go. You don't have time to waste.
That one off Howard and out of bounds. Chamblee to throw in for Tullahoma. Before she does, though, a sub coming in for Tullahoma, and that's them just using time again as Marcel going to sit down. Ballard going to come back in replacing her. I would be subbing every possession, I think, if I'm Coach Chadwick, just to try to use time.
Absolutely. Of course, he does have that cushion of a goal, so or by 2 goals. Foul going to be called on Livingston, so Chamblee to take the penalty kick here for Tullahoma. Alexis to take this one right near the end of her dugout. Bounces to the top of the box, knocked away by Livingston. Lindsay trying to get to it. It bounces free. Hines going to get there for the Lady Wildcats. Hines, long pass to Childers, breaking on the left side. Childers tries to work it back in the middle. Taryn going to line it up. Taryn will take the shot, but Fogarty is there to make the stop for Tullahoma. Claire Fogarty with the big-time stop on a hard kick by Taryn Childers, but Fogarty able to field it cleanly. This one bounces offensive field for Tullahoma, where Story will try to play it back to West, but Martin going to take it away. Then West will knock it free, and Jasmine can't keep it in bounds, so a throw in here for Tullahoma. McShay stepping out to throw in for Tullahoma. Headed away by Milligan.
McShay gets it back but kicks it out of bounds. So West will quickly throw this one in as we approach 5 minutes to play in the second half. Milligan plays it middle of the field to Childers. Childers with Lindsay on her left, or they're on her right. Now she moves to her left. Childers trying to work down this near side, but Sisk will kick it away and out of bounds. Sisk wanting a call off Childers, doesn't get it, and West now to throw it in for Livingston. Plays it into Lindsay. West has it knocked away by McShay, and McShay will take it away and out of bounds off of Livingston. So a free kick here for Tullahoma. Avery Sisk to take this one for Tullahoma as they try to hold on here in this last 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes. West, good pass to Lindsay. Lindsay working on the near side. Mallory trying to move it in the middle, knocked away there by Tullahoma as that is Sisk that plays it away to Milligan. Hines has it bounce off her foot. Can Howard get to it? No, it's Shamlee to play it up near midfield where Officer will get there for Livingston, but then Ballard going to come through and knock it away. Ballard with the steal, makes the pass ahead. Ballard trying to outrun the defense, but Beeson will come over and cut her off and take it away for Livingston Academy. Howard now with control, trying to go to Lindsay. That one bounces free, but McShay going to take a long pass downfield, and Bauer's going to have to come out and play this one to try to preserve some time, and Laney will kick this one back up near midfield for Livingston. West with control. Ball knocked away. Lindsay will play it ahead to Childers. Childers works it to her right side, bounces free. Childers trying to get back to it. Childers will take the shot, but Fogarty is there again for Tullahoma. Got to give Claire Fogarty credit. She's played well tonight for Tullahoma, holding Livingston scoreless. The defense has helped her out, though. Livingston still has not had many true shots on goal, have they?
Yeah, that's just 5 shots on goal. Second half, 6 shots on goal for the entire game. So not what they're used to. They're not getting 20 and 30 shots a game like they have in district play. And they knew exactly this is what would happen when they get to the region play. You're going to get to a tougher, faster team, somebody going to the ball quicker. They're going to try to win that 50-50 ball, get a defense lined up across there. They knew exactly this is what they were heading into coming into the region.
Hines, long pass ahead, goes off Martin. Lindsay trying to get control of it. That bounces off the head of Lindsay. It'll stay on the Livingston offensive end, but then Tullahoma going to get control as they'll play it back toward the Livingston goal. But Officer tries to take it downfield, but Tullahoma's right there to play it back to the other end and knock it out of bounds as we're down to 2:20 to play in the second half as Tullahoma leads by a score of 2-0 here in this matchup with Livingston Academy. Copeland trying to go to Childers. Ball knocked right back to Copeland. Copeland pass then going to be knocked away. Milligan will get control for the Lady Wildcats. Milligan works it to the near side, but McShay going to come in and steal that pass. Now Nichols with it, but she has it taken away. Then Sisk will steal it. West, though, will take it back. Makes the pass to Howard on the far side. Sage trying to work around the defender, and she's just knocked to the ground by Sisk there for Tullahoma. And the foul going to be called on Sisk, and it'll be a free kick here for Livingston. Clock stopped with 1:41 to play on the penalty kick here by Ella Copeland.
Ella Copeland can definitely put it in from this distance. We've seen her do it several times.
They just gave Avery Sisk a yellow card there. Yellow card on that hard foul by Avery Sisk. So she'll leave the lineup. And Faith Vincent will check in, replacing Sisk.
Livingston Academy with 5 in the box, awaiting the kick from Ella Copeland. She's probably about 25 yards to the far side at about a 45-degree angle.
Copeland trying to cut into this 2-0 lead as Ella has made some long ones in this postseason. She'll pop this one right in front, and Fogarty's going to just leap up and make the grab. Tried to get it to Hines, and Claire Fogarty just able to jump over the top and get control of that one to stop that play. Now Childers with the steal for Livingston, but it's knocked away by Ballard. Ballard, long pass ahead. That is Duncan trying to run it down. Excuse me, that is Duncan trying to run it down. West with control. West now on the defensive end, trying to play it off of Tullahoma. Now Whistle's going to stop playing. I think they've got Ballard for a foul here. Milligan, long pass ahead, knocked back to West. West trying to go to Childers in the middle, but it'll be played away by Vincent. And then Milligan shaken up for the Lady Wildcats as he's favoring that hip a little bit going downfield as we're under a minute to play. 45 seconds to play in the second half with Tullahoma leading 2-0. Beeson, long pass ahead. Vincent going to get to it. She'll make the pass ahead where Beeson will play it for the Lady Wildcats. Now to Copeland, and Beeson going to be knocked to the ground. The foul going to be called on Lauren Nichols for Tullahoma. Clock stopped with 31 seconds to play in the second half as Copeland makes the long pass ahead, popped up in the air by Vincent. It'll bounce toward the Tullahoma goal. Childers running through traffic will get to it. Taryn works her way in front now to West. West has it knocked away on a good defensive stop there by Tullahoma as West hustling to get to it as quickly as she can to set up the corner kick. She'll take the corner kick, but it's knocked away by Martin right back to West and out of bounds again. But 5 seconds to play, and Tullahoma is going to come on the road and advance as West will take that one. Martin heads it up in the box, and Fogarty will dive and get the stop. And Tullahoma going to get the win by a final score of 2-0 over Livingston Academy. A couple of very similar goals by Tullahoma's Gracie Martin gives them the win, and they will advance to the region championship game on Thursday night.
A tough game for Livingston Academy. Just like to hats off to the 4 seniors that have just ended their career here at Livingston Academy. They are Clark Officer, Jasmine West, Sienna Milligan, and Kaylee Pryor, the 4 seniors leaving this squad, and we'll see what we have coming on next year. So Livingston Academy ends the season at 10-4-2. Good season for Livingston Academy, district champs, but couldn't get past the region semifinal.
Yeah, Tullahoma moves their record to 13-2-2 on the season. They'll advance to play the winner of Franklin County and DeKalb County. Now, if Franklin County wins, it'll be played down in Franklin County in Winchester. If DeKalb County wins, Tullahoma would have to travel to DeKalb County, as this district will host if the same seeded team is the one that plays. So Tullahoma gets the win tonight by a final score of 2-0 over Livingston Academy. We want to say thank you to Livingston Academy head coach Heather Marshall, the entire Livingston Academy soccer team, for being so good to us throughout the season, helping us out in so many ways to make it possible for us to bring these broadcasts to you, and we look forward to seeing them again next year. But a win tonight by Tullahoma will see the Lady Wildcat season come to a close here in the region semifinals tonight as Tullahoma wins it by a final score of 2-0 over Livingston Academy to see the Lady Wildcat season come to a close here tonight in the region semifinals. Thank you to our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. For Tyler Maxwell and Phil